like to welcome you to join our Valor Investor Update Seminar for 2025. And today we're going to do the community encroachment, including industrial and residential developments. First of all, I'd like to introduce my wonderful associate. Our unit manager and my dear friend, Shihong, has a quite resume. She graduated from Beijing University, has a PhD from the University of Toronto in organic chemistry, and a postdoctor at Scripps Research Institute. She came to us as a senior research scientist at DuPont Pharmaceutical Company. She has many land investment holdings and has been with Valor now for 15 years. We are very lucky to have you. Shihong, thank you very much for taking the time to prepare the investor update, the material. Really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to really enjoy your presentation. Without further delay, please go.
Thank you so much, Celia. Thank you for a kind introduction. I'm very fortunate to have an opportunity to invest in land, and very fortunate to be one of the Valorians all over these years. And I witnessed how this area developed, and especially since 2021, industrial housing and solar developments just developing so fast, and very happy to invest in this area. And tonight, I'd like to share this wonderful news with you too. As for 2023, you can see California as a country ranked number 5th as a GDP in the whole world. And by 2024, California surpassed Japan, and now it's number 4 as a country even. So look around other places in the whole world. Still, America is the best place to invest, and especially California. So we invest in the best place, and especially with tonight's development, you will see we are really fortunate to have a chance to invest in this place. Here is the recap from the Los Angeles County Economic Development Corporation. Talk about Antelope Valley. Antelope Valley is really just 1 hour out of downtown LA. You can find the fast-growing high desert cities of Lancaster, Palmdale. Over here, attracts the manufacturing, attracts the warehouse building, and also attracts the young population with lots of residential development too. Tonight, I'm going to focus on the industrial development part. So majority with the land really needed to develop as the trade and the logistic route, including manufacture too. Nowadays, almost all of us, I would say 99% of people, we are doing the e-retailing. Like today, I order from Amazon. Maybe tonight I will get the product, or tomorrow. This happened all because there's lots of warehouses around. Also, we live in the very we are near 2 ports. One is Long Beach Port, and another is Los Angeles Port. 2 together are 3rd busiest port in the world. And all these goods needed to imported and needed to pass by the truck to the east side of the country. Currently, or before, actually, we are doing all the transportation is by going through the 60 or 10. But in the past 20 years, if you look at Like from 1975, the warehouse in San Bernardino and Riverside County more or less talk about what I just mentioned, around 10 and 60 to the east side. By the 2000, warehouse jumped into 970. And in 2021, the number of warehouses just skyrocketing to over 4,000. So the rate of the warehouse growth actually for every year count is tremendous. Every year add 50 million square feet of warehouses in this area. So this area, like from the beginning until now, more and more warehouses developed, but it really brings a lot of impact to the local development, especially for the health issue, like the atmosphere being polluted, all such things. So it met the rejection to build more warehouses. And also with the price started to be very expensive, only talk about the land, easily reached $100 per square foot. So it's naturally there has to find other ways because our lifestyle is changing with the e-retailing era. So naturally we'll go into the Lancaster and the Palmdale. So from 2021, actually we really observed it started to have so many applications. That will be my today's talk will focus. But as in the June 2015, this area published the Antelope Valley Area Plan. This is really should be the blueprint for this area's development, even though published 10 years ago, but it is happening now. In this article, really talk about this area will be just be an inland port. Means the goods will pass by here. This over here will be the trade and the logistic route. So need to build a lot of warehouses. When we look at the city of Palmdale General Plan, you will see like a big chunk of land in the middle is a Plan 42. Nobody can touch that land. It's reserved for airport and for the aerospace. But only for this dark green, dark blue area, this is a business park, which is a M, and this is the Sierra Highway. This is Highway 14. Some of our investors are very lucky. We invest over here. And over here is M and L, and the light industrial for the light blue. So really not many industry areas available. Same as in the Lancaster. This is a Lancaster General Plan Map. This is Highway 14, and the right side, height side is Sierra Highway. Light gray is a Foxville Industry Corridor, industry land, but with the airport in the middle. And the dark gray is the heavy industry. So all these two cities right now, if you count the whole Los Angeles County's availability for the industry land, like more than 75% availability will be here. But if you look at maps, you will see still not many lands. That's why not a long while ago, this place actually has a big annexation plan. Means the Lancaster pull some of the LA County's land into Lancaster area. And also in this area, designated called North Lancaster Industrial Specific Plan. So you can see this will be the D and to part of like a F8. And here is 20th Street West and the Sierra Highway. So this area resumed to the specific plan, like urban spectrum is a specific plan. So it means this area eventually will be developing into the like a cluster for the warehouse or the industry plant development will happen here. And this area is 1,860 acres. Some of our investors were lucky we invested around here, this area. And only by having this plan means rezoned, actually only the paperwork will make this make the land you invested increase the value dramatically already. And this part with the red dotted highlight area, this is a whole annexation area, means used to belong to LA County, now belongs to the Lancaster, because Lancaster Sea, this area will be developed, will pull lots of revenues in the city. And this area is total, including the specific plan, is 7,153 acres. And the following, I will show you the development or project in this area starting actually really 2020, 2021. And this is a very heavy research, which I believe with the land banking, only Valor can provide this. And this will exactly tell you which city and where the exactly location and the applicant name, and the project will build on how many acres, and the warehouse or industry development will be how big the square footage. All this actually is really, it's a hard work, and it's a hard data. And this data cannot lie. And if happening, if say the people applicant, they start to apply for the project, get the environment impact report done, and consolidate the parcels. All this is spend a lot of money. And this is the second page, and we'll have a third page. So what I suggest you, if you have the land, you know the location, or you contact your agent, then they can tell you within your 3 miles of your land what is happening. So basically, for the roughly the statistic is if there's one project happening within 1 mile of your parcel, your land will increase the value of 30%. Happening in 2 miles, your land will increase 20%. Happening in 3 miles, your land, the value will increase for 10%. And all these projects, actually, if I counted, it's 83 projects since 2021. And the total acreage, it will be built on 7,643 acres. And the total square footage is over 48 million square foot. This is a tremendous amount. Because there's a lot of development is coming or already started, so government understand, so needed to do a lot of infrastructure. One of this will be the Palmdale interchange, Palmdale Boulevard with Highway 14. The project cost $40 million, and all this is from Measure R and Measure M. So the Measure R and the Measure M is really by the whole Los Angeles County residents use their sales tax price to contribute all these dollars to have the interchange project. This will really benefit for our investors in this area. And this is from the Palmdale website. You can see this year's April 21st to May 2, they have a work done in the interchange improvement. Palmdale with the Palmdale Boulevard and with the Highway 14, they developed a future lifestyle center on the 56 acres. Also, there's another project close to the Rancho Vista Boulevard with the Sierra Highway on 78 acres, the hub. If anyone interested, you can watch the Antelope Valley Roundtable Economic Report. Here's a link, and really not only talk about this project, but talk about all other things happening in this area. So Palmdale, like I said, this is Avenue M and 10th Street West. Trader Joe's just finished the building for the over 1 million square foot. It's a 1 million square foot facility, needs 1,000 employees to fully operate it. And it's on the M. So next one for the M with the Highway 14 interchange, the project, also it is happening too. This total project is 36 million and going to be done by June next year. And since the M and the interchange going to be developed, you can see all compared to last year, there's many more projects happening around it. So this one on the west side of Highway 14, and this project is going to be on a 130 acre with 2 industry buildings, totaling for 2.2 million square foot. And the 2 parcels actually is bisected by the M8. So next one, I like to talk about this one, which is on the east side of the Trader Joe and going to be developed as Palmdale Logistic Park. This on the 78 acres for the 2 parcels and 2 industrial buildings totaling over 1.4 million square foot. Trader Joe is tremendous. It's like I said, it's 1 million. Most of Costco's warehouse is like 146,000. And for the Amazons, even the big one is less than 1 million. So you can see how big, tonight I used lots of times about how million square feet for the development. And this project, tonight most I will focus on just what happened this year. So the final environment impact report was approved. And next one is for the north of M. North of M by the division. This one is for the 78 acres, 2 industry building, totaling for the 800,000 square feet, like 0.8 million. So for August 18th approved. Can see by division, and this is M. And over here, this is at the L8 with the division also on the 11.8 acres with the 2 buildings totaling for 233,000. It's July 9th this year. Next, because we have a lot of investors was lucky invested over here, I want to show you all these parcels over here and over here actually being secretly acquired by the some investors as a different name, but they're same group of people. So first they call themselves as a Palmdale Industry Partner. They parceled up Avenue N and the 10th Street West for multiple parcels. Going to another is for the Avenue N and the 10th Street West on the 4.74 acres will develop for the over 100,000 square feet industry. And here it is Avenue O and 10th Street West for the 10-acre land, going to have 11 buildings for over 120,000 square foot. Now they say use the name Magri Investments. And here is also Avenue O and the 10th Street West with 3 parcels. And actually, if you check these two identities, they talk about either the Magri or Palmdale industry partners are same group of people. They not only required in the Palmdale, also acquired land in Lancaster, like at 30th Street West, at Avenue F, and some parcels in Kern County too. So this area really have lots of activities. So for us, like I keep saying, with all more and more projects happen around your parcel, basically as an investor, we just sit here, we see our land increase the value, but we don't increase our tax. And we leverage others' money to increase the value of our land. Just need more patience and sit tight to wait it's coming. And the next one is for the cross the Sierra Highway on the east side of Avenue M. This is a huge project is by the Coviton. Coviton is a big developer too. They snaps up vacant land in the Palmdale and also in Lancaster too. And this one will develop as Antelope Valley Commerce Center. It is on the 400 acres land, over 8 million square foot industrial business park. Coviton's senior director, Michael DeSano, basically say the Coviton Group has over 30 years of experience developing real estate across the U.S. and considers Palmdale one of the best partners they have ever encountered. So city really support to facilitate all the development. They also acquired the land over here by the 5th Street West with the L8, going to develop for the 48 acres on close to 1 million square feet. This is a Coviton project too. And also at the P2 and the Sierra Highway for on the 18 acres for 380,000 square feet. And then we move to the M to 30th Street East. This part also some investors were lucky. We invest over here, and this will have the Palmdale Logistics Center. So the project moving forward, by now they prove the final environment impact report. And this actually going to building for the 5 buildings, over 3 million square feet industry warehouses. So right now, I like to spend the rest of the time talk about the Lancaster's industry development. So we invested in the Foxfield industry corridor. Some of them in this middle part I just mentioned about. But on this map, we see the parcel has been consolidated, circled up. All these parcels being all bought by the huge developers. And they more or less, lots of them have the plan already. And some of them already started to building or just built. And the first one, I like to talk about North Point development. North Point is a huge developer. They have a current over 150 million square feet of industry portfolio. And in this area, only for the raw land, I'm not talking about for the development, only spend the money on the raw land is over $80 million. And the first is for this B2 over here. It's called the Foxfield Commerce Center. And this land was purchased by North Point Development for the 38 acres, spent $8.2 million, averaged for the almost $5. For the people, for the investor, we helped in the Foxfield Industry Corridor. The price we bought is about around $1.50. So this is the price for the North Point bought. And this actually built for the for this Foxfield Commerce Center and for the 647,000 square feet warehouse. And you can see it was from the beginning, and then by last year, October and December look like this, and now this is January, and this is now. So it's just finished. And the second one I want to show you is on this side, on the side of west side. So B1, and this B1 part is building one is on the like when you go to the airport on the 47th Street West, there's 32 acres, and the price bought is for $8.5 million, so averaged for a little bit over $6 per square foot, and going to build for the or it is building right now. So because the broke ground on June 2nd this year, and going to build the Valley's distribution. So total eventually will deliver for 2.87 million square foot of industry space. And the North Point next is for this B4 and the B5. So B4 is on the land for the 3 parcels for 80 acres, and going to have a 1.2 million square foot. And for the B5, so okay, you can see for the B5, North Point bought 20 acres for $2.2 million over here. And it's going to develop for the 500,000 square foot warehouses building over here. And you can see because all this development will be close to G and 30th Street West, so it's been blocked. It's get started to prepare. And also North Point going to develop the Antelope Valley Logistics Center West. So basically, we're first going to be at the F and 20th Street West. So have 2 buildings. Total will be the total will be the 2.01 million square feet on the 121 acre. This is by approved on July 9th this year. So I want you pay attention about fully entitled. Fully entitled really means like anytime the developer want to proceed to build will be just ready. All the paperwork, everything being proved. And from the project start to apply to the final to finish actually really takes time, takes several years. and the minimum takes 5 to 6 years. And I like to show you the two piece of a parcel. First one is at Avenue H and 25th Street West. So recent the change the hand for the 3.81 acres bought for over 1.5 million. So basically it's about 400,000 per acre with $9. It's really you can see the price keep just increasing. So really not only the North Point, there are also other developers in this area too. And Amazon is coming too. Amazon coming in this place. So Amazon distribution center will be at the Highway 14 intersection with Avenue G, going to develop for 1.26 million square foot. And you can see the transaction price. This happened in last year, 2024, for the 5.1 million. Averaged for the per acre is over 370,000. So really, I show you this table again. It's show you it is coming, and really with all the industry development, this is only one part of these areas. My colleague Jane will show you for the residential, and then in next session, my colleague Sharon will show you the solar. So this place with multiple support, with everything, just tremendous. And I show you this slides again, but I wanted to remind you, like last year, in October, earlier October, I had the investor update too for the industry. If you remember, back then the number for the square footage was 38 million. So purely just 1 year, add 10 million square foot. If you recall the Trader Joe's, how massive that building is, this is really 10 times of that development will be here in this area. So Costco for the warehouses in the US average size is 146,000 square foot. And this area total have more than 48 million. That's really equivalent to over 300 Costco's warehouse in this area. If you calculate for 1 million square foot industry warehouses requires to have 1,000 people to work. We only talk about the industry work for all this development, really going to bring close to 50,000 jobs. This is only basic industry jobs. And on top of it, you will add service job too. So imagine how different this area will look in just a few more years. I think it's just tremendous. We invest in the right place, and we invest in the right time before all this land get expensive. And the industry development is not slowing down here at all. So like we always keep saying, instead of investing in the company, investing in asset that every company needs, maybe that's the best. Thank you so much. I hope you really enjoyed tonight's investor update. I think it's tons of information for you to digest and to enjoy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shihong. Really, really nice presentation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today Shihong has released a new development approved project, actually cover 4 major areas. The first is we call the Palmdale Industrial Corridor, mainly on both sides of Avenue M from Freeway 14 to Sierra Highway. And the second area go on towards east side Palmdale Industrial Corridor from Sierra Highway all the way to 50th Street East. Lots of big projects because Northrum Grumman expand the area, and because their expansion increased ability and the desire of the land consolidators and developers to meet industrial warehouse need. Number 3 project area is we call Foxfield Industrial Corridor, and lots of people are very familiar with. Multi-billion-dollar developers like North Point, the other 2 areas from the other states is like Covington, Transwestern, and all that is from the other states. And number 4 is Golden Triangle area between Freeway 14 to Sierra Highway, and between Avenue D and Avenue H, all the new projects. And also the City of Lancaster annexation project is cover a very large area.